Well, guys, hey, this is a nice little view from nearby where we're based. Beautiful spot. On the right-hand side, we have what do they call it? A wetlands. We're building a wetlands because everything else that was kind of naturally formed has turned into a bit of a. I actually heard a very good phrase for it recently. There it is. There's the Lego land. Yep. All the little houses, and yeah, that's a medium density residential area with the shopping area a bit further out, and then they've got houses that were built about 10 years ago. And here is a lovely bridge, and this is the place where you can go for a walk and reflect. Yeah, it's very nice. It's very quiet. I think it's the quietest place I've ever lived around here. A little creek. Well, let's go. Ah, hey. Hello there. Well, good morning, good afternoon, friends, or wherever you may be. It's been 2 months of just absolute mayhem and stuff going on, moving house, releasing our project, and also now, settling in. And we've just got 2 cats, so that's definitely added to the fun. So, here we are, first day of autumn, finally. Summer's finished, and it doesn't feel like it. It's still very, very warm. Today it's going to be 30 degrees. That's, still summer, really. I think for the next 2 weeks it's going to be warm. It won't be cooling down for quite a while. So, I just wanted to take a bit of a moment to reflect, on everything that's happened. We've had 2 months of just stuff going on, and you're still wired. I still feel this kind of like tension. So, normally I would take some time to, during the week I would take some time to relax on the weekends or at the end of the day or at lunch, just to reflect. But, that really hasn't been possible. It's been non-stop thinking. Even now it's like, oh, well, we've got to do this, we've got to do that, install this, set this up, so we're not finished really fully settling in. There's a couple of rooms that still need to be done. I still need to build a cabinet. But now really is the time, I've got my bearings of where we are in this new place. It's a really beautiful area, so you can kind of see where I'm on this little bridge here. Sun's over there. See the shadow of the camera on my face. And that's this little creek here. And we're just over there in that area. Beautiful little spot. It can get I think it gets a bit moist and damp in the mornings, but generally it's nice in the mornings. Well, I guess it's, how many degrees? 30 degrees now. So yeah, we're going to be living here probably for the next 5 years at least, so we've still got some time to work it all out. And I really, there's just so much going on, there's just so many things happening at once that you don't really get a chance to reflect, and I mean to just look back and and absorb what's going on to try and figure out what to do next. And really that's what this is about, right? So what's next? What is reflection? Reflection is like, looking in the mirror, right? That's a reflection. And you've got introspection is like taking a look inside. Reflective introspection. So taking a look at yourself and what's going on inside, and I can feel this tension and still, a bit of anxiety. There goes a bike. And I think with that crescendo that's just happened in the last few weeks, it's like that moment where you kind of settled in, you're like, whew. And looking at, you haven't even had a chance to look at what's happened, and it's you gotta wait a little while before your, I guess, wheels or gears or engine just sort of wind down and relax before you can you can take some time to relax. So I usually get to do that during my runs. So after my runs, I have been able to get back to the gym, which is great. So fitness and exercise has definitely kept things on a level head, and it's been pretty tough because it's a whole new area. You got to figure out where you're gonna go for exercise. Where I'm running, so that's easy. You can just run anywhere, right? Got signed up to a gym, which is good also. And yeah, I guess time to have a think about everything that's happened. I still feel like I've created this amazing project that's been released. It's out now. It's this thing called the Projector IQ-D2. It's a little box that you can connect into your car or anywhere really, and it provides information about your battery and your charging. So it's a part of the future electricity ecosystem, EV ecosystem, electrical vehicle. Whether you got a car or a caravan powered by electricity, these things will be part of that ecosystem. I built the app with a team, or led a team building the app for Android and iOS, and I'm really happy with the outcome, and I think there's just some little things, niggly things I still want to get fixed, but it's an ongoing project. So there's another one that's sort of tied into that, tied into the Projector IQ-D2, and I might actually do a video about it, setting it up and what it does and how it connects to batteries and how it shows charge, what you can do, and la-di-da-di-da. So, having two cats also, it's been just this week we went for a drive and picked them up from this town near New South Wales, Strathmerton. A 3-hour drive there, 3-hour drive back. And then our daughter had an ear infection from her earring, but we've luckily actually sorted that out, so that's all good. So all in all, everything is great. It's been quiet. One thing that I've noticed has been quiet on the camera front. And that's been great because there hasn't been anything really released in the last, I think, 2 months that's been that exciting. I think maybe the DJI Pocket 3 has been released, and that was good. I was actually considering getting it, but I definitely prefer this kind of like APS-C format with the interchangeable lens. I can plug in a nice microphone. I can plug in, I can put it on a gimbal. I can put it on a stand, and I can walk out, and as a shadow, a backdrop onto the, against the sunrise. So I definitely prefer having the different things that I can shoot, the options that the Z30 here could provide. And I know people have complained about the actual, what's it called, the focus system, and I agree, it could be better, right? So I think it is a small camera, and it is lightweight. It is lighter than the Sony ZV-E1, so I like that. I just saw that it was clipping on the microphone. I wonder if I've been talking this whole time and it's been distorted. That would suck. I think I just noticed it once. I hope so. I hope it hasn't been clipping all this whole time. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. The Nikon Z30 is definitely my favorite little camera for the price. 1,000 AUD, I think about the same Canadian, with a lens, and then I can pop in another lens when I feel like I need to get a different type of shot. It's not something you can do in the Pocket 3, and I don't know, I could get it, I could use it, I'm not sure, maybe. But alright, I think with all that in mind, what can you say? Good place to be. I'm in a good place physically, good place, mentally and emotionally. It's although it's still a bit raw with the whole move and everything. So I think I still need a few weeks to settle in and just Oh yeah, that's the other thing that happened. Yeah, this one's good. So I'll just adjust the audio levels. I can't hear. Testing. Maybe that's better. Yeah, all right. So one thing that's happened is we actually had 3 whitetails 3 days in a row. Oh, man, and that sucks. Whitetails in a new house 3 days in a row. These big spiders. Blech. And then like you're thinking about whitetails and reading up on them and all this noise and about how, you know, they cause all these bad infected bites and then you're lying in bed and just thinking spiders. It's not a good thing. So last night I went like crazy with the Mortine spray on the outside and some of the corners of the inside where I think they could have gotten in. I sprayed lots of different places with the Mortine to try and, you know, secure the spots where they might be sneaking in through the door. So they were always coming in one place, which was the kitchen. So anyway, I did that, and hopefully that's it. I didn't get one last night. So anyway, well, on a positive note, that's it. I get to just go for a walk this morning and just relax for a bit. Tomorrow I've got a big, I think it's 20k run to do, so first time 20k in a while, and I've been going to the gym, so I should be all right. I've got myself a few little extra, what are they called, sachets, with sugary sachets, so I can keep running. Really looking forward to that run tomorrow. And maybe taking some time out on Sunday just to relax for a bit, maybe put together a few things. Oh, see, there you go. There's all these things that still need to be putting together. There's always something to do. Well, if there's something to do and you're busy doing something, maybe that is a moment for introspection also, you know. Having a second to just think while you're putting together a cabinet, doing a little bit of work. I mean, that's one thing I like about software development too, is when you actually get in the zone of building and writing code and you're just listening to music. It actually is, you know, there's a kind of a, I guess, what do you call it? The zone, the flow. Yeah, you get into a nice flow, and that's relaxing also. It gives you, and then you take breaks every time, like, you know, you're listening to music and you might have a break listening to something that reminds you of something else that you've done or been to. So, and you know, and you reflect on that, and you know, that's, I guess, an element of nostalgia when you're sitting there and just listening to music and remembering distant times. Well, on that note, I think it's time to keep going, and I'll see you at the next video.